Good morning. What is an Estoppel certificate? So, when it comes to commercial real estate or CRE, documentation is everything. One critical document that often surfaces during a property sale or financing process is the Estoppel certificate. What exactly is it? And why is it so important for investors, landlords, and lenders? So, the definition of an estoppel certificate. An estoppel certificate is a written statement signed by a tenant that confirms the details of their lease agreement with the landlord. This includes essential terms such as rent, lease expiration date, security deposit, renewal options, and whether the landlord has met all the obligations. Think of it as a fact checking tool. Buyers, investors, and lenders rely on this document to ensure the property's income stream is exactly as it was represented. And sometimes there's a difference between the lease agreement and what's actually going on, is the point. So, why estoppel certificates matter in commercial real estate? So, it protects buyers and investors when acquiring a property. You'll need assurance that the leases you're inheriting are valid and enforceable. And an estoppel certificate provides that clarity because it confirms that the tenant understands the same agreement as the landlord. It secures lenders, banks and lenders financing a purchase want to confirm that tenants are paying rent as agreed. So estoppels reduce risk and also prevent surprises. It confirms tenant obligations. So tenants certify whether there are any disputes or unpaid obligations. This prevents hidden liabilities from surfacing later for the new owners. Some key information that you'll find in an estoppel certificate. Well, tenant's name and their contact info, kind of important. Lease start and end dates, monthly rent amount and when it's due. What security deposit is held for the lease? Do we have any renewal or expansion rights? And it's also critical that we confirm the landlord's obligations as listed there. So whether there are disputes or defaults that are ongoing, that's another place to disclose. So here's a real world example. So imagine you're buying a retail center in Katy, Texas, and the seller claims 100% occupancy with all current tenants on rent leases. Before closing, you request estoppel certificates. And one tenant discloses a rent abatement agreement not mentioned in the lease summary. And that discovery allows you to adjust your valuation or walk away from the deal. So, the legal importance of this, well, estoppel certificates are binding documents. If a tenant later tries to dispute the terms that they've confirmed in writing, courts often hold them to the estoppel. So, this protects both the buyer, the seller, and the lender on a new purchase multi tenant transaction. And here's the final takeaway. In CRE transactions, estoppel certificates are your safeguard. They protect against surprises, confirm lease accuracy, and give investors, landlords, and lenders the confidence they need to close deals. Now, if you're planning a purchase, a refinance, or a sale in the Houston area, make sure your estoppel certificates are part of your due diligence checklist. And reach on out if there's anything I can do to assist. Hope you guys have a good day.